Okay, I'm Jordan Mitchell. I'm a junior. I'm a business administration with sports management major, and I'm from Owasso, Oklahoma. Yeah, I came in kind of undecided. First, I thought I was going to do something more in like the human study, like a sociology or psychology. But the more I kind of got around the business college, the more I realized like that's something I'm really interested in, and that's something my parents both were kind of into. And I got into the sports administration side of it with the management, mostly because I realized I spend a lot of my time with football and around the program and this and the other. I realized it's not only something I'm passionate about, but something I'm pretty good with. So I figured I might as well make that a specialization. Yeah, it was a really good internship. I worked under Stephen Pugh and Sam Lazarus and their whole staff, and I just kind of went in. They were very flexible with time because we had summer workouts all throughout the day with class, and so I came and I think I did about 10 hours a week and just working with them with all the different promotions that they do in the summer for the different sports that go on in, some of the ones that carried on to the fall. They also gave us a lot of hands-on training with some sales training. We did some direct sales, and obviously they trained us. We did some budget planning and just pretty much how to make a budget plan for any kind of organization, small, big, sports, non-sports, and so just like a lot of training and good experience. I was just on a player panel for some recruits there yesterday, so it's kind of fresh on my mind, but it obviously starts with time management and making sure you take care of what you need to do when you need to do it, but really it comes down to planning ahead because like obviously our football season is in the fall, so the fall semester we hardly have time for anything outside of class and football, and so you just kind of have to get ahead of the curve knowing, okay, even though I might be taking more hours in the spring, I know I'm going to have more free time during the day, at least for that first half of the spring. And so maybe that's the time where I want to try to get internship or even with the summer because I'm going to be around the Tulsa area all day. And there's not a lot of things going on in the afternoon besides class, so just kind of getting ahead knowing that this is the time where I need to try to get my internships going, even though it's not going to be a big commitment, a paid internship that some of the other people can get, but just kind of something that'll give you the real life experience that you could translate. Because they tell us when we go in for interviews, like they're gonna understand our time commitment. But if you could even have just a little thing like the summer internship I do, I think it helps a lot. The business college, at least for the business students, they send out a lot of emails about internships that go on pretty much year round, and that's kind of where I got started with mine. I saw it, and I would always look at them because I knew that this is something that everyone says is necessary to be successful once you graduate. And so I was just kind of looking, and then I saw the athletic one, and I knew like, okay, well, that's kind of up my alley. Let me see where I could get going. And I talked to some people, and they're like, yeah, they're actually really flexible with athletes, especially in the summer. Like they obviously had a lot of athletes that are interns, and so they're really flexible and are good with the athletes and commitment times. And so that's kind of where I started, and I got in contact with Steven, and he was just as helpful as everybody said, and I was able to get the internship. We do a lot of stuff with the athletics too that kind of link and kind of tie together, so that's kind of where I get a lot of my stuff from. But I do definitely with the resumes. Calvin helped me with my resume a lot. Interviews, they always have a good interview workshop that we go to, and like just the kind of how to dress seminars are always really helpful. He is awesome. I mean, his public face is his private face. He's just a great guy. Another parent that you have on campus that's always willing to take care of you and help you out. The business college also, when it's time to start getting next to internships, they have a lot of free food just randomly downstairs. The Case complex is really good if I need to type up a paper or anything. The computer lab down here is a good place to type stuff up. Well, that's tough. Probably Professor Boucher. Probably Coach Amani. Yeah, I'll stay on the good side. I always talk about the class sizes. The class is very small. The professor knows everybody by name. Ask you, why'd you miss class?
Wait, you missed class?
No, just for example.